Hi guys, so I've just got my GTO back from the mechanics. $3,000 for a warrant of fitness to get everything done and tidied up, and I'm pretty happy with it. But we're here with a slight tutorial. So anyone who has a first generation GTO knows that panel gap's always a fucking issue, but we can't do anything about that today. What we are going to do something about is this. Not to mention the fact that the lights are always dim as hell. I'm now going to cut to a part where I'm showing you how dim they are. So, here you'll see how terrible the lights really are. That's not ideal. Luckily, we have a solution. Here, I have a replacement snake eye lens, nice and pretty, and some replacement LED T10 Nava bulbs. They're pretty awesome and very bright. So what we're going to need for this job is a focus. Now, show this way. A Phillips screwdriver. As you can see, that's not very nice. And some lubricant, because that's going to be a pain in the ass. And that's literally all you need in the way of tools. So what you're going to want to do is take your lubricant, give it a bit of a spray. I'm running out. Let that soak in just a bit. Let it do its work. And obviously you're going to want to do the same on the other side. So we're going to move this, move that over. Give that a bit of a spray as well. That's all. That'll do. Time to take them off. So, as we can see, this is pretty well corroded, and in fact the screwdriver doesn't want to turn. We're just going to end up stripping the bolt. We don't really want that. So an alternative is a socket. Now if you're thinking what I'm thinking, that this may be a 10mm bolt, well, it might be, but in fact I'm pretty sure it's not. In fact, I think it's 11mm, or if you're weird and like to go imperial, 7/16. Either will work. But yeah, sockets. So my little socket set wouldn't cut it, so we get the big boys out and voila, unscrew. In there a while. Now what I recommend is replacing the 30-year-old hardware that you probably have in your car, because doubtful you've ever actually taken it out. And I've got a kit coming to replace 90% of the hardware. I just gotta wait for it to get here. As you can see, it's pretty fucking old, pretty caked on. I'll let you know when I got the light out. So as you can see, she's pretty well rusted. All that shit's come off. So, just give it a brush. Hopefully you don't have any open cuts, because that's how tetanus comes about. And then, yeah. So, I'm going to give this a little bit of a brush up before I put it back in. In the meantime, I'm just going to sit it down here in the socket set so you don't lose it. Following that, your next step, all you do, put your finger here, give it a pop. Now, if you lift the headlight, it's probably easier. It's literally just a pin under there that holds it in. So I'll lift up the headlight and we'll go from there. In an ideal world, you'd remove the surround just to get to it a little bit easier, but I ain't got time for that, and mine's already broken. See, someone did a terrible respray job. So put your finger under here, give it a bit of a wiggle, and she'll pop right out. Pop, just like that. And out she comes. As you can see, my loom is just a little bit shit by the looks of that. And in fact, it's even leaking. Lovely. So, I'll be in touch in just a minute. So this clip is probably going to give you just a little bit of drama getting out of the hole. It's one of these weird clips, and it slots in just there. Once you get to that point, these clips are pretty simple, but I need two hands to do them. So I'll be back with you in just a second. So once you've got the snake eye out, what you want to do is undo these 2 screws just here. Once you're undone, I've partially undone them. Obviously you want to keep the screws, put them in the same sort of area, I suppose. So I'll move this one back. This will lift directly out, exposing said old T10 bulb, which appears to be tinted or greyed, so that was always going to be shit. Yeah. Now, this is my new lens. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pop the T10 out. I say relatively gently, but it just plugs in. I seem to be shit at doing things with my left hand. So, give it a jiggle. I'm going to use 2 hands because I don't want to fuck it up. And she pops just out. Just pops out. Sorry, a black screen right now. Your new T10 bulbs, what you're going to do is remove them from the packaging, pop them out. New LED T10 bulb, and just slot it back in. Nice and gently work it in until it sits in the holder. Now before you actually reassemble the whole thing, what you want to do is take your wiring loom, make sure you got it the right way around, yeah, and just slot it back in. Can't remember which way the clip goes around, but I think it's that way, until it clips. You come into the car, you only really need to push this button. Hear a funny noise, and you come and have a look around. Now, can't really see it very well on camera, but she's a lot brighter. So, then you just do it in reverse. Set it back in the hole, turn around, much brighter. Much brighter. So if you want to see the difference brightness level, unfortunately it's daytime right now and it's kind of hard, but at least that looks white instead of the old musky yellow. To be honest, the yellow kind of looks brighter right now, but that's because you can't tell due to the fact that that is significantly brighter, and leads to quite a cool effect, especially at night time. So that is it from my tutorial. We shall see you later. Look forward to new content and carry on.